Okay, the mic is on. Hi, everybody. Hope you can hear me. It's Tuesday, so here I am. I'm sure you want to know less about my day and more about the pups. I was not here yesterday. I had a long weekend. My daughter was in town, and we traveled down the Cape to visit my brother. We had a wonderful weekend. The weather was perfect. We went on a dune tour. We ate in some great restaurants. So I had a very nice weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to see the puppies until today. I did come in early. I came in about 6:30 this morning so I could spend some time with them before I needed to get going. As you can probably see, they are adorable. They look like Noelle, little mini-me's. And they seem to be doing well for the most part. Unfortunately, as Carlene hinted in her daily doggy today, little Araya is not doing well, and it's pretty clear she's not making it. Whatever, she seems to be having a lot of seizures, and that's about the only movement she's having, and quite honestly, she's not even having much of that right now. So I don't know when the official time will come, but unfortunately, that's her status. I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's the way it is. As Carly would say, that's life, and it's hard. She's as adorable as she can be, but I think it's probably for the best. You know, she obviously was having some problems right from the beginning, as I understand it. So that's the update on Noelle and her puppies. I'm sure in the next few days we'll see the four pups continue to thrive and move around and nurse. So thank you all for your prayers, and that's all I can say about that. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I was able to, pop in and out of the nursery today and spend a little bit of time with Noelle and the puppies while I did my regular stuff around here. As I'm speaking to you, I'm starting dinner. So if I jump up for a minute, I'm just making sure I'm not burning anything. Around 2 o'clock, Carlene decided that she needed me to make something for dinner. So she's out buying most of the rest of the ingredients. Just so you know, she's asked me to make a turkey meatloaf. So that's what's on the agenda. And I'm also sauteing some potatoes and onions. And so that's the big highlight right now. Other than that, typical feeding the pups, laundry, cleaning, etc. And like I said, I was able to pop in and out of the nursery. Maggie's been in there most of the day. I'm sure you've seen her sitting with the pups. So that's pretty much it on my end. I did enter, for those of you who have sent in chicken brick quick picks, as of yesterday, anyone that came in as of yesterday, I have entered all of the numbers today. So today's Tuesday. Probably on Thursday or Friday at the latest. I'm going to aim for Thursday. I will post on the white sheets the quick pick numbers so that you can at least see what your numbers are. And again, those of you who provide me with an email address, I am sending them to you via email. But at any rate, so there's still a few more days left, and everything's been entered so far. So we'll see what more requests we might get later today. How are Hugo and Violet? Hugo and Violet are good. Quite honestly, Hugo and Violet are bored. They have been home now for probably a week and a half. We had a little bit of cough/flu/whatever going around. And since we don't have an isolation unit right now, we have been using Deagle to house those dogs who require that their temperatures be taken and that required some antibiotics and treatment from Grace. So they've all been in Deagle, which is typically where Hugo and Violet are. Deagle, the first kennel in Deagle, is the largest kennel in Deagle and Nut. And that is the only kennel that both Hugo and Violet can fit comfortably in. He's a big boy, and he doesn't fit well in many kennels. They're typically in Deagle, but they have been home for about a week and a half, and they are very ready to come back here and see some other people and some other animals besides me. So other than that, they're fine. Hugo had a bit of an ear infection over the weekend, but it seems to be clearing up. Thank you for asking. And Carlene has just come in, so I know that my dinner ingredients have arrived. It was a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Noelle does seem tired. I think partially, she had a lot of medication because she had the surgery, and partially, quite honestly, Noelle's never going to win the Mother of the Year award. She takes her a while to kind of get into, okay, I have to whiz and I have to let them nurse and I have to eat. She hasn't been very interested in eating too much. So hopefully in the next couple of days she will perk up a little bit. But she's resting quite comfortably, and she seems like she's okay. I just think this is sort of her MO, if you will. Let's see, what else? I don't really know of anything else. I'm all confused today, of course. I came in this morning thinking, I punched in on Monday, and in my mind I'm thinking it's Monday because, of course, I wasn't here yesterday. So I come back tomorrow, it'll be Wednesday, the week's half over, and I feel like, I just started. So sometimes a day off, it's good, but it takes me a while to catch up in my brain as to where I am in the week.
I'm not cooking anything. Someone's cooking potatoes.
I started the potatoes. Sorry, we're having many conversations going on here. Oh, Lord. Yeah. So, are there any other questions? I don't have a whole lot of new information. I will tell her that. I will tell Pam. Araya is not eating. She's not doing anything. She's really sleeping, wrapped in a few towels and a fluffy because she's cold. I don't know how to say it. She's really just hanging on, but she's not going to make it. So she's not eating. She's just resting right now. She's kind of sleeping. So. And Pam, they would like you to know they all laughed when Noelle tipped her water bowl at you today.
I'm glad they all think I was so good about it, because had they really heard what I said to her.
Yeah, we won't tell you what Pam muttered under her breath.
No, I knew she was upset. Or whatever, so.
Okay, let's see. Anything else? Kind of a funny day here today. It didn't quite rain. It drizzled off and on and threatened to rain. It looks dreary and overcast, but is extremely muggy. Oh my Lord, it is really, really muggy. But no real rain to speak of, and we need the rain, so. Yeah, we're all praying for little Araya. We are praying for her that she'll just, peacefully go, because that seems to be the path that she's on right now, unfortunately. Yeah, it is hard. It's always hard, no matter what stage of life it happens in. It's really, really hard. I think I feel most bad for Grace. Of course, good old Grace, she's been taking care of her and feeding her with a syringe, and she's got very attached to her. So I think she's gonna feel she realizes it's probably for the best, given what appears to be not the greatest medical condition, but it's still hard. So How is Chaos? I haven't seen Chaos, but I think Linda just walked down to the laundry room and visited with her. I think she's fine. She's resting comfortably on a large futon down there, which is her favorite thing to do. So whether it's up here or down there, you know, she's doing what she likes best. She's being Chaos, and she's resting comfortably. Okay, well, if there are no more questions or comments, I am going to say goodbye to you all, and I'm going to run out into the kitchen and finish preparing dinner for Carlene and whomever is going to join her for dinner tonight, because I do need to get home to Hugo and Violet. I left them at 6:15 this morning, so I need to get to them soon. They've been home with my husband, but it's, Violet especially likes to have me come back home, so. All right, everybody, have a wonderful afternoon, and I'm going to shut the mic off.